What's the difference between a piano and a fish?
I don't know.
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Brilliant. What are you cooking tonight?
Well, it's Friday, and it's traditional to have fish on a Friday for some people, Catholics. And I quite like a chipper, but they're expensive, so I'm gonna make it myself. And the money I've saved, I bought beer.
Well done.
Thank you. Anyway, first thing you'll need to do is preheat your oven to 200 Celsius or 180 fan, and get a tray with some greaseproof, and say for 2 people, 3 tatties, floury ones. And then you want to prep your fish. So whenever you buy fish from the fishmonger, give it a wash and a dry. So you don't know what their hands have been doing. And the fishmonger I bought it from, she had gloves on today, but she never once washed them between handling cash. She just pumped on some of that hand gel. It's been scaled, so I'm just going to feel it for pin bones. Make sure there's no bones in there. Well, there are a few in there. And there's a wee trick for getting pin bones out. An old-fashioned tatty peeler. Find the bones. Should be able to get it in there and just, oh no, it's not coming out. Oh well, tweezers it is, or your fingers. There we go. And just feel down the centre line of the fish. Right, so there's only 3 in there, that's fine. Now, another wee trick when you're dealing with fresh fish, or frozen fish I suppose, but is if you give it a seasoning with salt about 10 minutes before you need to use it, maybe even 20. A good seasoning with salt. And that helps to firm up the flesh and also sweetens the meat ever so slightly. So anyway, I'm going to make wedges instead of chips because they're quicker to make at home. So tatty's cut in half, lengthwise, into quarters, into 8ths. A bowl. Right, I'll only use 2 of those tatties because that's enough for 2 people. So I've got rapeseed oil. You could use veggie oil or olive oil. You want to give them a good splash. Nothing too much. Give the bowl a shake, give it a sugar about, and then while you're shaking, in with some Kunsel salt, as much as you think they'll need. And now you could just do it like that. I'm going to add a little bit of chili flakes. And then I've got this Japanese 7-spice yakitori seasoning, so I have no idea what this is going to taste like. Oh, it smells quite nice. So, give it another kern, a wee bit more. Make sure they've got a good even coating. And then you want to put them on a tray. Now it's a bit more time consuming, but I always put them up like this because it means that you'll get crispy edges. Right. they're ready to go in the oven. And like I say, you don't have to do them like this, but if you've got them on your side, one side's not going to get coloured. So in they go, and they should take about 40 minutes. Just give them a check. I'm going to get tidied up a little bit and then I'll come back to prepping the fish. So while you're waiting for your tatties, you can make your tartar sauce. This isn't a fully accurate version of tartar sauce. It's actually more Gribiche sauce. But the tartar sauce that everybody thinks that they get in the wee sachets or in the bottles is actually Gribiche more than it is tartar. So you need some small capers or large ones chopped up, and some chopped up herbs. I'm using coriander because it's all I've got, but you would use chopped chives traditionally, or some chopped parsley. A little bit of lemon rind. If I can get it. A little bit of lemon juice. I wouldn't add salt at this stage because the capers are salty. And some pepper. Some Dijon mustard, but we've got this yellow American style stuff, so it's probably better than English. English is too powerful. So you probably want a couple of teaspoons of that and some mayonnaise. Then just give that a stir. Simple as that. Got a taste?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say a little bit more lemon juice, if I'm being honest, but no, I'm going to leave it.
No, I don't think it needs it.
So that's your sauce made, put that to one side. And then tidy up, obviously, get ready for your fish. So a suitable pan, wok's normally pretty suitable. On a medium heat, add some beef dripping. This will give you that chipper flavour. Now, you're not going to need all, that's a half kilo, you're not going to need all of that, but I'm going to put it in there until it melts, until I have got, probably going to need about half of it. And while you're doing that, the salt will have taken some moisture out of the fish, so just pat it with a cloth. There's no point in washing it, because it's seasoned it. And you just want to trim your fish into suitable sized portions. So, tail off, head off. You can use that for testing the batter, you see. So, the 4 pieces. On the plate, you want to get some flour. So this is buckwheat because it's gluten free, because Kate's got special needs. But you just use plain flour, and if you want, you can season it. A little bit of salt and pepper. Shouldn't need too much because you've already seasoned the fish. Give it a spread out. And put the fish flesh side down. And that gives it a chance to the flour will absorb into that as well, and it'll dry out the fish a little bit. So this will be my tester, kind of. And just put that to one side. You can dust the other side nearer the time. So get tidied up, and the next thing we're going to get on is our peas, but that's not going to take until nearer the time because it's quite quick. But what you need for that is some frozen peas, some boiling water, and a ham stock cube. But yeah, I'm going to tidy up first. Right, it's actually looking likely that I'm going to need all that dripping, but it's okay because once I've used it, I just put it through a sieve and I can use it again, let it cool down, put it back in its container. So in this pan I've got quite a few frozen peas that I've defrosted, 1 clove of garlic going in there, and 1 ham stock cube. You could use a bit of bacon if you wanted, but what's the point? And not quite enough water to cover them. Get them on a high heat, bring them up to boil, and when the peas are tender, take them off. Really quick, should take what, 5 minutes tops. I'll need to get me another beer. What am I going to have? Ooh. Disco Driggable Raspberry and Peach Pale Ale. Oh, sounds interesting. It looks like my peas are cooked while I pour this. Let that settle. I'll take that off. I'm going to leave that on because I might still need it. Now, I can't be bothered passing this through a sieve, but you could easily do that if you wanted to. But blitz these down until they're a really smooth pulp. Right. When your peas are pureed, they should be a lovely green like that and quite thick. Want to check the seasoning. Perfect. And add in about 25 grams of butter. And give it a stir. Just melt it in. And put it back on a hob at a low heat, just to keep it warm. Oh, it's different. Very different.
Oh, it's quite perfumey.
Yeah. Right. So when your oil's up to temperature and your tatties are ready, so the way to check your tatties are ready, get a thin knife, poke them at the side, lift them up. If they drop off, they're ready. Mine are ready. So I'm going to turn the oven down to 100, or 80 actually, just let the oven cool down on its own, because I'm going to put my plates in near at the time. So now's the time to make the batter. So I'm using the same bowl that I had my wedges in, so there's some of the seasoning and stuff in there. So I've seen online people asking for recipes for batter. You don't really need, it's just a case of getting the right sort of consistency of what the thickness is. So that's buckwheat flour, but I mean, you could use plain or self-raising flour. I'm going to put a little bit of bicarb in just to get a little bit of a lift from it, just a wee pinch. A little bit of salt. And look at my whisk. So we'll give it all a good stir in. And some cold water. Just a little bit to start with. Until it's really thick. And you want it to be a consistency of sort of thick doubled cream. A little bit thicker than that. And you could always use a Yorkshire pudding batter. A batter's a batter, I suppose. And then, almost before you're ready to use it, a wee splash of vinegar, because what that'll do, it'll react with the bicarb soda and that'll create more bubbles. And also you'll get a slightly vinegary taste, which people seem to like with their fish and chips. So I'm going to test that wee tail end piece that I had. Dip it in, make sure the oil's hot enough. And see how that is. I reckon it's hot enough, being honest. So now's the time to give your fish a good coating. Forgot to say, another little trick that people use is a small amount of turmeric, and I really mean a small amount. In fact, I'm going to grab the end of a spoon, like a level teaspoon, if that, and just whisk that in. It gives a little bit more colour. Right, so if you were doing this in a commercial deep fryer, you'd put them all in at once. We don't have a commercial deep fryer, we've probably got room for a couple of bits of fish. So in this instance, we're going to pick the two biggest bits, pat them dry, pat the excess flour off. Okay. Put the thickest bit in first. The handy bit we're leaving the skin on as well is you can grip the fish without it breaking. So it's quite a thick batter. So you want to brush it off, let any excess drip into the bowl. Place it gently away from you into the pan. And I should maybe have room for a second piece.
Look at that sizzle.
You can make the batter, if you were using regular flour, you could probably make the batter slightly thinner because the gluten in the flour would hold it together a bit more. But buckwheat doesn't have gluten in it. So this is perfect for gluten intolerant people. Get a plate with some greaseproof, sorry, not greaseproof paper, kitchen paper. Just to the side there. And just let it cook away. If you get a large spoon and spoon the fat over the top, what it'll do is it'll cook the batter that's on the top. It'll make it easier to turn with tongs. Because you don't want to use a spoon that's going to splash. It really wouldn't be good at all. So after a couple of minutes on one side, turn them over very gently and give them a couple of minutes on the other. You can just keep basting oil over the top of them. That's been a couple of minutes. Now obviously if you were doing this at home without experience, A, you would not be drinking alcohol, or certainly no more than one drink, because fat is very dangerous, and B, you wouldn't be doing it bare feet like I am. Anyway, fish on the edge there. Serve it, put it on the paper skin side up. You'd always serve fish skin side up, even if there's no skin on it. You would serve it skinned side up. Why? Just it's a better side normally. So we're going to do the same with these last two pieces. Right, so when your fish comes out, a good bit of salt on it. Not only is it seasoning it, it's helping to absorb any of the fat. Now if you're such a way inclined that you want to do batter scraps, just get your whisk and you can do what you like.
Can you move the bowl a bit, please? Okay.
There we go. And just, yeah. You just cook that until it's crispy. Anyway, I'm going to wait to get tidied up and wait to plate up. Right, off with the heat while you're doing this. So, I'll do it with a wee ladle, I suppose. So I've got my pea puree. Just going to put this in the bottom. Not going to do a epoxy smear like they do in fancy restaurant. And all my wedges that are a bit on the hot side, so the fish slice. And then your farce. Lovely crispy batter. 2 pieces of farce each. Lemon wedge. For a little bit of lemon wedge. Little wedge there. There's a bit sauce Gribiche.
Gribiche.
Put that on the top with one bit of fish next to the lemon wedge. Another bit there. Knife at the road. If I want to be a proper pretentious arsehole, I could put some greenery on it. For my luscious herb garden.
That's pretty bloody fancy, isn't it?
I would say it looks alright. So, posh chips and fish. Fish and chips with pea puree, wedges, lemon and sauce Gribiche need tartar, you Luddites, and some batter scraps.
Capiche? Oh, forgot about this.
I will come back to them. But anyway, happy crappy cooking.
Right.
Enjoy that.
Oh, so tasty.
Is that better than any fish and chips you get in a chip shop?
Mm-hmm.
Or a chipper, give it.
Yeah, I know it's
No,
special
it's-
needs.
Do you know what? I will be honest, I was sceptical about using buckwheat flour because I've never used it to make batter before, but I would probably use it. In fact, I'd recommend it for like deep frying batter. Again, definitely, because it's got no gluten in it, it's short, so it's really crispy. What did you think of the pea puree? I'm not a fan of this fish and chips and mushy peas. It's a right English thing, and mushy peas made with marifat peas, they're bogging. Absolutely hoaching. I'd rather shit in my hands and clap than eat them, to be honest. But that was quite nice and sweet, was it?
Yeah.
And what did it take? 3 minutes? Something like that? Something like 3 minutes. There we go, so your oil and your beef dripping, don't waste it. Into a sieve. If it's cool enough, yep. You can put it back into the tub it was in, stick it back in the fridge. Good. Between the two of us we've eaten quite a bit of beef fat there, but that's alright, it's not bad for you. Fat isn't bad for you, is it?
No! It's sugar that's the enemy.
Exactly.
I'm going to have a shit ton of sugar now.
Yeah, well I've got that bloody challenge to do, don't I?
Which is...
The raw egg one.
Well, that's not sugar, is it?
There's raw egg and sugar and a ram in it. So I'm going to do that at the end of this video and force them to watch this video as part of my nomination.
Weirdo.
I know. So I'm doing this at the end of this crappy cooking video of the fish and chips, which was really nice. Chris Craigie, the cunt, has nominated me to do this egg yolk challenge for the NHS. So he nominated 5 people, so I have to nominate 5 people to do it. You have to have a raw egg, a heap of sugar. I don't have sugar, so I've got maple syrup and a large dram. So that is pineapple rum, because I don't have whiskey, or not whiskey that I'm prepared to waste. I might need 2. But since it's crappy cooking, you can't have eggs without seasoning them, so salt and pepper. I might as well get my nominations now before I'm sick. So I nominate Stephen Dewar, Gregor Wood, Kenny Ramage, Callum Brown and Isaac McKinnon. You've got 48 hours from when I nominate you, so it's going to be tomorrow morning at some point. Get on it and donate £5 to the NHS. Cheers. That was fucking hoaching. Oh my god, it was like swallowing somebody else's bogey. 48 hours, you hooters. Get on it.